Hey guys, so this wig is perfect for beginners and it's easily customizable and you can switch up the style a lot more times than the times that I'm showing you right now. So I think that's pretty cool, especially for beginners, because when you're new to units, you just don't know what to do. I have worked with a lot of hair and I still don't know what to do half the time. So I'm always trying to see what's gonna work best on my face. And it's always nice to have a lot of styling options. The hair is from my first wig, as you can see in the title, and this is a sponsored video. I will have all the information, including sales and discounts, in the description box, just in case anybody is interested. Also, I like to see what's in the box because everybody sends something different or slightly different. So they sent 2 clips, which I'm going to need, and they also sent bobby pins, which I am thankful for. Also, an elastic band, I'm not using that, and a comb. Perfect. These are the instructions, and I definitely recommend reading them if you are new to wigs. Even if you are used to wigs, it's always good to read because you never know when you get that moment like, wow, I could have been doing this differently, you know? So they also sent a wig cap and an afro comb. And I'm thankful because I lost my afro comb, so I'm happy about this. Also, this is the hair information, so you can press pause or check the description box. And this is the actual wig. It's Malaysian curly, that's the texture and origin, and it's 16 inches long with bangs. And I didn't realize until this unit that bangs can actually have more than one use. So I'm gonna cut the lace starting in the back, and you can see there's a comb in the back. It's a typical lace front situation. I have combs on either side and parting in the front, and I'm gonna cut the front as well. And you can see with me cutting that, you know, there is some work that's been done on the wig because you can see through almost like it's scalp, so that's a good thing. Of course you should pluck your wigs, but some of us, we just don't like doing that because we're lazy and directionless. Like, I'm just one of those people. I don't invest so much in plucking, even though I know I should. But I'm gonna put the wig on, and I'm gonna try to make this as beginner friendly as possible. So starting in the back, I'm combing the comb under the wig cap because I don't have an elastic band. Usually I'll comb the back comb under an elastic band, but I'm doing it under the wig cap this time. And it looked kind of crazy when I put it on. It wasn't defined. So I was like, huh, okay. I think some of the other companies have spoiled me because they'll send their curly hair already defined. But this is good because you get to control how your hair looks fresh out of the box, and it doesn't have that crunchy feeling that you get from whatever products they put when they send it pre-curled. And you have an idea of what the hair looks like. I'm applying my Got To Be Glued, starting with the gel, the yellow gel, and then following up with the freeze spray. And I like to put a little bit in front of the wig cap and a little bit behind the wig cap when I'm not doing the stocking cap method, which is most times. And the spray right there. This makes it so that the wig is adhering to the wig cap more than your skin or your hair. So that's what I do. I don't really worry about my sideburns because they are resilient. So whether I put Got To Be Glued on there or not, they're gonna survive. I'm pulling the wig forward on this side, and I actually have a really cool new way that I do this. So the next time I use Got To Be Glued with a wig, I'll show you guys. It's so much easier than what I'm showing you right now. But I'm pulling it over and doing this left half of my head, making sure I bear down, making sure the lace is right on there. And I want it so that it's easier for me once I pull the blow dryer out to secure my wig without worrying that it's going to slip. So this is gonna take about 1.5 minutes, and I'm going up and down to make sure I don't burn myself Otherwise, you know, holding a blow dryer on one area is going to it's going to irritate you, and too much heat is not good. You want to keep going up and down so that everything can dry uniformly. And I'm going to do the other side as well. So what happens on the other side is, because you've done one side, it's gonna feel a little bit challenging to do, and you will have trouble like pulling it forward, so you have to be very slow when you do that with the wig. And one thing I found that really helps me when I'm securing the other side is I will put my hand in the middle while I'm pulling the lace forward, and that helps a lot. So after you apply your got2b glued or whatever product you want to use, pull the lace forward, but keep that hand right there in the middle. And I'm using the blow dryer again. And now I'm moving on to my favorite product, which is mousse. It's embarrassing how much I love mousse, but that's just how I feel. I love mousse for everything. And I'm applying it all over because I didn't define the hair beforehand, which is something I usually do. I have a lot of tutorials on that, and I'll link them in the description. I have a lot of tutorials on me defining my curls. I'll link them in the description. And when I did the different hairstyles, I did define my curls beforehand. And that's good enough for this hair, especially if you want a more stretched out look. It definitely looks good. The bangs are a bit heavy for me. I do realize that even though I have a big forehead, it's better to see my eyes, but I think it's cute, and we're gonna get into the different looks that you can create with this hair, starting with the middle part. So I am going to part this hair down the middle and separate these bangs. Now I'll section my hair off to create room for me to define the part. And what I like to do is start with a light powder and then follow up with a dark powder. It's almost as if the light powder works as a primer for the dark powder, and it makes it show as a part more. I don't know, that's just how it is. But I'm also using this flyaway tamer to tame my flyaways and make it lie down a little bit without heat. Also, I'm using a dark powder from my Soft Glam palette so that I can color in anything that seems like it's a little bit too light, because you can be heavy-handed with the powders. So it's just highlighting and shading basically. And I'm using a wide-toothed comb to get the roots and create a little bit more volume with the hair. And that is all that I do. Now I'm going to tuck in all the short ends from the bangs and blend them in, kind of like the way you'd blend your weave. And that is the first look. I love it. I definitely suit this middle part. I think, you guys let me know, do I suit this middle part? But I think it looks good, and the length is great. This is 16 inches of hair, so this is definitely ideal for that shoulder length curly look. For my second look, I'm going to part it off to the side, and it's not that difficult. You just have to define your part area, make sure you get rid of the flyaways, and make sure it lies down a little bit, not too much, because it is curly hair and you don't want that straight look on the roots. Also, I'm tucking the hair in again, literally the exact same thing. And I didn't realize that the hair, because it's so short in the front, makes it so that you have a nice little bump, and it doesn't have that flat, you know what I'm talking about, when you have hair that's parted to the side and it's not layered, it has that flat look. So I don't have that flat look because the bangs are keeping the hair up. And this is what it looks like from the top. It looks nice and seamless. So the next look that I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and pull these bangs forward because I'm gonna do the bangs again so I can show you guys how to easily manipulate them, especially if you've had your hair like this for a few days and the bangs start looking crazy, because they will start looking crazy like within 24 hours. You need to define them like every single day because they're curly. So I'm combing them out first with a wide tooth comb, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab some lotion I use Lubriderm lotion in case anybody was wondering. Sometimes I use baby lotion, and I'm going to put that on my bang area so that way it can come down closer to my forehead instead of standing up, because that's what it's gonna do. Is curly hair. Curly hair defies gravity, so you need something to weigh it down just a little bit without being greasy. And that is all that I do. And this is exactly what I do when I want to rock bangs, which is exactly how the wig was made. So this looks good. I love bangs. I love straight bangs, but curly bangs are growing on me, so I'm glad I tried this. And we are going to move along to hairstyle number 4, pulling my hair up. This is super simple, and all I'm doing is doing a half up, half down with bangs. And I'll tie it twice with a scrunchie, ponytail holder, whatever you want to call it. And that is all that I do. It's literally that simple. And I kind of fell in love with this look because we did this so much at boarding school. We did it with our real hair, and we did it when we had braids in our hair as well. And we used to call it a half moon. I don't know if anybody else used to do that, but it was called a half moon. And it was kind of like the style for a little while. It was trending for a year or so. So it kind of gave me a little bit of nostalgia, and I'm using some Lubriderm again to define my bangs. And that is the look. It definitely gives me old school vibes, but I love it, and it's super cute. So yeah, I think I had too much fun with this one, and I didn't want to move on to the next one because I just thought it was super cute, super childish. Well, gives me memories. I won't say childish because that's not fair, but I have to take it out so I can move on to the next hairstyle, which is also very simple. And after carefully, at least attempting to carefully remove the ponytail holder, I am gonna put my hair up again. This time all of it, bring it forward, and comb with the wide-toothed comb again. And I can't remember what density this hair is, but it's a really nice density because it's not too heavy and it's not too light, it's just right. And I'm gonna go ahead and tie it up. And this time I'm going with a high bun, which I really should have just done a high puff because it's curly hair and it would have been super cute, like the Instagram high puffs, but I didn't really think of that. So that's another hairstyle you can do with curly hair, is a high puff. But this time I'm doing a high bun, which is something I'll do whenever I'm cleaning or I'm having a messy, lazy hair look situation. And another thing that I did before I filmed the second part of this video, that was like several days, almost a week ago, I pinned my hair up in a full bun. So I got rid of the bangs altogether and pulled them back because this is something that I do with my natural hair as well. When I have downtime, whenever I'm not filming natural hair tutorials, it's either in a bun or a puff, and I'm just pinning the very back down into one big bun, and that's all. So this is literally my everyday look with my natural hair. I'm not a very complicated person, and I don't like very complicated things when it comes to hair outside of YouTube, though I do like to experiment and try new things. So whenever I have downtime, this is me. I am going to go ahead and take out this bun so I can tie my hair up into a ponytail. And you can do a ponytail with bangs, but this time I did it without bangs because when I did the half up, half down, I did that with bangs. So I just wanted to show you guys something different, but those are two different styling options that you can do. I'm just showing you the one. And the ponytail is super cute. It's big and it's pretty, and it keeps your hair off your back for those of you who get hot. So that's definitely something to consider, just doing a lowish or mid-range ponytail and pinning back the bangs so we can see your face and so you don't get too hot with the hair. This is also perfect for working out. This is my go-to workout look. because it keeps the hair away from the sweat completely. And this is ideal because I sweat like a man when I work out. I'm not kidding you guys, I really do sweat hard. The last one is a very simple, this is my work ready look. I tie it really low, a very low ponytail, and after tying it low, I just tuck in the hair on the sides so that I don't have any of the bangs going all over the place. But if it's messy up there, it looks okay either way, and it just has that messy look. So don't try to be too neat if you don't want to be. It can definitely be rocked neat or messy. And that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know which look was your favorite, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!